everybody, and welcome to the Geeked Out podcast. You know, the show that we are always right on, especially me, because, you know, I did say that the Kansas City Chiefs were going to win their third Super Bowl in franchise history, and Patrick Mahomes was going to be the MVP of that Super Bowl. And, you know, me and James have been saying it all year, you know, Eagles are frauds. Why are you shocked, Jaden? We've been knowing this.
Shut up. Ty, shut up.
What?
Shut up. Why is you bandwagoning again? And this time it's on the fact that the Eagles are frauds. You ain't never say that before.
What do you mean? I've said that all the time.
Last week, bro, you was saying, so you're telling me if it's a good game, they're still frauds? James says, yes. And you're like, whoa.
No, I was asking a question, you know?
That's crazy.
I was just asking a simple question.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, I was supporting Dallas all season. I gotta say that the Eagles are frauds.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know,
you can't tell me they're not. Listen.
Yes, I can.
The offense, I'll give
Here
it.
we
I'll
go.
I'll give the offense their credit. The offense balled out, but you cannot tell me that defense
Yes, I can.
is not frauds.
Yes, I can.
They literally got picked apart.
They're not frauds. All the way around, they are not frauds.
They are frauds.
No, they're not.
They're frauds.
No, they're not. They lost by 3. They're not frauds. It was a high-scoring
Patrick
game.
Mahomes wanted to keep it interesting, bro. He wanted to give fans their money worth. That's all it was. He wanted to put on a good show. That's all it was. Come on now. He let Juju go off for 50 yards in the fourth? Only in the fourth?
They're not
Just
frauds.
saying. Hey, they got.
I don't care if y'all are
They're
Dallas
frauds.
fans. They ain't frauds.
They're frauds.
No.
You cannot tell me that defense aren't frauds. What did they do? Zero sacks?
The same thing that the Chiefs defense did.
Debatable.
Not really.
Chiefs got a fumble touchdown.
Okay, that's
recovery.
cool.
So I
and
mean,
it was still a 3-point game. So
and guess what? 0 sacks for so-called
That's-
number one defense
that's
that
cool.
people have been saying. They're frauds. The first good team they got placed up against that was semi-healthy, they got beat by.
You can't say they're frauds though. They balled out in the Super
They're
Bowl.
frauds.
Nah,
As I said, I will give credit to the offense, but that defense didn't do nothing.
they did though. Because if
They didn't.
if you're gonna sit here and say that Patrick Mahomes kept it interesting or whatever, he didn't. You know why? Because the defense at least did something. He couldn't make it, and on top of that, yeah, they perked Mahomes up after halftime, but the dude got hurt again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But and so what did that defense do with that? They then so when they had an injured Patrick Mahomes going in a half, they come out and they still get 0 sacks.
So
You
good job by
can't
the
tell me-
O-line. Solid job by the O-line.
What is the defense doing? If you're a good defense, you don't give you get at least 1 sack in the whole game of a Super Bowl, bro. You can't tell me you guys don't pull out no sacks, you don't pull out no interceptions, you don't put no real pressure on him. This man was scrambling for 20 yards, injured.
So here's the thing. If there's pressure, that usually means that the quarterback's gonna run. That usually means that the pocket collapses, does it not?
Okay,
you
and
get
if the
pressured-
pocket collapses, ain't
Okay.
nobody gets to him on an injured Patrick Mahomes? Like, come on now, you can't tell me
Okay,
that
so-
defense they didn't show up. They were
They-
frauds.
No,
They did not show up at all. That defense didn't show up. The offense showed up and they played a game of their life. And I will give hats off to Jalen Hurts. He played one hell of a game. He went in there and showed that everyone who doubted him should never have doubted him. But that defense
agreed.
were frauds. And I've said that they were frauds from the beginning because that defense, I said if they were to play up against a healthy 49ers offense, it would have been a different ballgame because the offense can always go and perform. That defense is a 50-50 shot.
They're not frauds.
They're frauds.
No.
They're frauds.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they was frauds, the Chiefs would have scored more.
They would have scored more?
Yes.
They put up 38.
The over-under was 50, 51.
That's fantastic.
And overall, they put up what 70 plus points.
Mm-hmm.
They put up 30 something points, and that's not good. What? How
I
is
didn't
that
say
not
that's
good?
not good. I didn't say that's not good.
That's not good enough.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
You said they would have put up more.
if the defense are frauds, the Chiefs would have scored more. Yes.
An injured Patrick Mahomes put up 30.
An injured Jalen Hurts put up 34.
Bro, no, there's a difference. This man's ankle was injured to the
This
point where
man's throwing shoulder was off.
and that's okay. He was still
Shut up.
able to
No,
run.
no.
And his throwing wasn't too bad. This man, Patrick Mahomes, had an ankle to where he could barely walk and then re-injured it again to where he could barely walk off the
You cannot
field.
tell me that he's barely walking when he's running 20 yards.
This dude was barely walking off the field when it got re-injured. This man was fighting for his life on the sideline.
What did he do
This
when he
dude
came
was
back?
giving pains that women give during labor, dog.
Let's
You don't
return to what
understand.
let's return to what we were saying. The dude ran for 20 yards after halftime. Did he not?
Exactly. And
He
Jalen
ran.
Hurts threw
He
for
ran.
what? And Jalen Hurts threw for what?
I don't know the stats.
So don't talk to me about a throwing shoulder injury. He was fine to play through it just like Patrick Mahomes was fine. But all I'm saying is an injured Patrick Mahomes was able to do 38 points.
An injured Jalen Hurts was able to do -3.
Exactly, but I've said that the offense is solid. The defense is frauds. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting
that's
the
not
Eagles'
the point
offense.
that's
I
not the
told
point
you
I
I'm
was
giving them
making.
their flowers.
You're right.
But you cannot tell me that defense is not garbage.
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's crazy to me.
But that last part wasn't even like what I was talking about with the whole injury thing. You was saying that, oh, Patrick Mahomes was injured and he still put up that. That's why I was not contradicting. That's why I was putting up Jalen Hurts with that. He still put up those
And I
numbers.
get
That's
that, but
not
I'm
even
saying
what
an
I was even
injured
trying to
Patrick
get at.
Mahomes put up 38, and you're saying if the defense was so bad, they would have put up more. I'm saying this was supposed to be such a great defense, and Patrick Mahomes injured went out there. Everyone knew that if the Chiefs didn't win, it was because of the Chiefs defense. The Chiefs didn't have the best defense. They really don't. They have a young defense, and it's pretty decent, but they've never had the best defense this year, and everyone's known that. But the Eagles have been up there with talking about, oh, we're one of the best defenses. And so what I'm saying is that injured Patrick Mahomes went in and put up 38. And I get it. Jalen Hurts was supposed to go into that Super Bowl, and he was supposed to put up numbers. But that Eagles defense was supposed to go in there and lock something down. They were supposed to prove something, that they were relevant, and they didn't. They were jokes in that game. The offense went out and they balled out. They played the game of their lives, and that defense just didn't show up. They didn't. If their defense would have showed up, they would have had the game.
They lost by 3.
Exactly. With a terrible defense. The offense played amazing. The defense played like shit.
They lost by 3. Means something.
As I said, their offense played amazing. Their defense played like shit. So as I said,
and I will continue
the
to
defense
disagree.
Have been frauds.
No.
And until you pull up something about their defense, at what they did during that game to make them good. Because as I said, they had 0 sacks. They had 0 interceptions. How do you have 0 sacks on, like, how? You don't get back there once? Great. The O-line did play good.
Right.
But you're telling me you can't get back there at all as such a great defense?
There are ways to not get stacked.
But there's also a way to then switch the play calling to then get into there because you see how they're guarding, so you bring certain things. It's what the defensive and the offensive coordinators are for.
Yep. And then
so again, they were passes, they got out-coached, they got outplayed. Like that defense got out-coached and outplayed. They picked them apart. It was hilarious. But the offense played great. I will give it to the Eagles. But you can't tell me that shit was not a joke. They did the same play twice and scored, just on separate sides. Wide open. They had how many wide open touchdowns? 3?
They played Ring Around the Rosies.
Yeah, but they got stopped. So can't bring that one up.
Still, they allowed it.
You can't. What are you supposed to do to not allow that? To play Ring Around the Rosies on their side? What are you supposed to do?
I would have done it right back. I'll be honest.
That doesn't stop anything though.
No, but as I said, like, cause I was talking to my brother-in-law about it, like the Eagles offense, like I was so happy because as you guys know, I love Jalen Hurts, and so I loved watching him go out there and ball out, and I hated that I was in the Eagles jersey, but I was like, this is dope to see because he has had hella hate, but it was also great to see that defense fall apart. It was fantastic because it was funny, it was straight funny. Such a talked about defense and such talked about how they're going to get to Patrick Mahomes and that's going to be the game changer and it wasn't. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, you could say that about a lot of teams. Then, can you not?
Yeah, and it's said. They say it. They go out there and say it. So this has to be said. But again, people aren't going to want to say that because the Eagles got to the Super Bowl. That's all they're going to want to say. But they also don't see the hand they were dealt to get to the Super Bowl. So.
Well, yeah, the NFL had a very good finale, or I guess a shitty finale. You know, they had that experimental field that everybody just loved that cost like $800,000 to fucking make that
terrible.
field, that trash ass field. It's too fucking slippery. And then, you know, obviously everybody's talking about the hold on Smith Schuster at the end of the game that decided it, and then everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a hold, but like you can't call it there." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
I mean, so we just can't call penalties.
Right.
I get what they're trying to say. Like
they're all saying it's like good call, bad timing.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think that's a thing.
Right.
I understand because like James has been saying about like kind of the refs, like just want like consistency, because like, you know, that was the only holding call of the game, and yet yeah, but we all know damn well that wasn't the only hold in the game. So I get it from that aspect, but you can't be like, oh yeah, well, you know, the NFL is just rigged for the Chiefs to win the game because, you know, that wasn't a hole. You can't call it in that moment. It's the fucking Super Bowl. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
It's crazy because there's a lot of factors into that. One, the dude that did the hold, I don't know his name, but he came out and said,
Bradbury.
yeah, he came out and he was like, yeah, I held him. I just was kind of hoping that the refs weren't going to call it, but they did. It was a hold. So there's that. You can't say it's like it's huge or whatever when the dude he outed himself. He owned up to it. Yeah, I held the dude. Like, yeah, my fault. Like, so there's that. And then the whole like, oh, the NFL's rigged into the Chiefs' favor. Like, you're telling me that the Chiefs shouldn't have gotten that second touchdown off of that fumble because he had full possession into the ball. He started going forward and he got trucked. That's not good. Like, I understand the whole rule with like make a football move, but like, what's the difference between being in the wide open field, making a clean catch? He has full possession and about to go forward, but dude gets struck. What's the difference between that and what's their tight end's name? Dallas
Goedert.
Goddard. What's the difference between that and then Goddard's catch on the sideline? Like, first of which, he didn't even catch the ball. He did not have full possession as he was falling out of bounds. I'll give him the 1 foot, but he bobbled it. He didn't have full possession. But they were like, cool. It's a catch.
That one was the makeup for the Devontae Smith
Devontae Smith one wasn't a catch.
So
he didn't have possession either.
Yeah.
It was a good catch though. Man, it was solid. I was like, damn, it was.
No, it was.
Bro. I was like, damn, that would have been so nice.
But that you can't say that the NFL is rigged in the Chiefs' favors when you got a touchdown reversed on, you know, for the Chiefs, and then a big play for the Eagles on the sideline. So that's just at least what I saw.
I think Eagle fans just need to stop bitching. That's that's the reality of it. Like, you know, the Eagles are young. They'll probably be back there. We'll see. I
Right.
hope not, but we'll see. But
I hope not either, bro. Fuck the Eagles.
what was I gonna bring up? James, I don't know if you saw, but the next year's Super Bowl got leaked.
Yep.
I heard.
They making
Yeah.
comedies these days.
They said the Dallas Cowboys will face the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Cincinnati Bengals will win, but at least the Cowboys get there.
I'll
But
be happy with just getting there, bro.
but yeah, no, I mean, it was a fun Super Bowl. I
enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, you know, it's always fun when it's high scoring because
Agreed.
nobody gives a shit about defense. Especially when the defense is frauds. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah.
Time.
Well, and this will only just add on to Patrick Mahomes' legacy that he is building. James, I want to get your take on it because you are one of the biggest Patrick Mahomes haters of all time.
No, so I actually saw. I don't know his name, but he's on. What's his name? Nick Wright, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the one who's like always riding Patrick Mahomes, like
Yeah.
so much. Yeah.
Long hair dude.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
I was watching one of his things today, and you know I'm gonna keep it a buck. Patrick Mahomes is the number one quarterback in the league. He for sure is. He's got to that point to where, as I said, I think if Josh Allen would have done it this year, I don't think people could have really said Patrick Mahomes is that much better. I think people would have had to start putting Josh Allen up there. But I think with the things that Pat did this year, he is the number one. But this motherfucker's list, bro. He put 2 and 3, right? Because he had Patrick Mahomes at the top. And
I
then
know
he
exactly
said
what
2
you're
and 3 was Joe Burrow and
Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence. Yeah, I saw that video.
And then tier 3, I can't remember every quarterback, but he put Dak Prescott and Josh Allen in tier 4. And in tier 3, he put a kid who hasn't even been drafted yet.
Number 6.
I will never, ever believe him again for anything, dog. His opinion don't matter to me. But
well, he's just saying like what he believes in the next season. That's where he has it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just a
he don't even know what team the dude's going to, and he has him being a top 10 quarterback in the league.
It's just a prediction. It's a high.
He had him above, and let me tell you, he had him above Justin Herbert. I was like, yo, like this dude is crazy. I was like, the people he has him
I think
above.
he had him by 1. I think
I was
Herbert
like, oh
was 7. Yeah.
But yeah, I got to give Patrick Mahomes his props. Him partying today, bro. I was watching it on Instagram. I don't know if y'all saw the TikTok I sent y'all, but he handed somebody the Lombardi trophy and walked off, bro. He was having the time of his life, dog. So, but yeah, it was cool watching it. And as I sent y'all on Snapchat, it was fun rooting for him. It was fun having a team you're rooting for actually win a fucking Super Bowl. Because remember, I was cheering for the Bengals last year.
On the last game of the year.
So,
yeah. It took
I'm never gonna be a person that's like, oh, I'm a Chiefs fan, but like, no, I always pick a team out of the 2 teams in the Super Bowl to cheer for. I ain't gonna go get a jersey for them, but you know, I cheer for them. If they lose, they lose. I ain't gonna be mad.
You would have been mad.
This year I would have been mad because it's the Eagles. If it's anybody else, as I say, anybody else, Eagles, Packers, fuck them. Even, bro, Giants or the Commanders can win next year. I could give 2 damn.
Commanders aren't gonna win anything.
I'm not saying they're gonna.
I know.
They could, and I wouldn't care. Fuck the Eagles.
It'd be a terrible Super Bowl if the Commanders.
The Washington Commanders are Super Bowl champions.
The one thing I do, being in their division, the one thing I will always give the Commanders, that defense is great. and the offense is on the uprising. They just don't have a team, like an owner and shit. Like the coach is okay, Ron Rivera, he's dope, but yeah, they don't got like an ownership or a front office. So that's the thing that they're missing. It's not the people on the field really.
They just moved away from Carson Wentz too.
Yeah, and I think that's smart, but I think they're gonna go with Taylor Heineke. I don't think that's smart. I think they should go with that Sam dude.
Shouldn't you be happy
Sam
about
Howell?
that though?
I mean,
Instead of making the face.
the thing is, Taylor Heineke, he's not bad. He's really not.
Yeah,
He just has he'll ball out for like 6 weeks, and then he won't have a bad game. He'll have a shit game. Like he'll throw like 3 interceptions, like 98 yards, been sacked like 5 times, and then he's like, "Yo, coach, I'm done." Like, put somebody else in. Like, so, but yeah, I don't know. He's not bad. He balls out sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't really care what they do.
Right.
They're just kind of there. They don't really have a stadium to play in, barely. So.
Barely.
That's facts.
Yeah. Well, the real question now is where does a one-legged Patrick Mahomes place in the NFL top 10
So
list?
it's crazy because that dude, Nick Wright, he did that one too. He did a list.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, this is how it was before them and Cincy played. He said, "This is my list right now. Top 3: Patrick Mahomes at number 1, Joe Burrow at number 2, one-legged Mahomes number 3, and then the Chiefs won." He was like, "I've now changed my list.
Oh God.
Patrick Mahomes at 1, Patrick Mahomes on one leg at 2, and whatever his face is at number 3."
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
I started dying. That dude loves Patrick a little bit too much.
Bro, I swear
Patrick's
to
the
God,
GOAT, bro.
And honestly, he might be the reason. And I never really thought about it, Ty, but that could be the guy who started my hate because he dick rides him so hard, bro.
Yeah.
You don't understand. I'm like, oh my God. Like, whenever I see his face, I scroll past the video because instantly I know he's not talking about nobody else, bro. Because they could be talking about basketball, bro, and he'd be like, LeBron James wishes he was Patrick Mahomes. Because let me tell you, Patrick Mahomes could take that ball and shoot it from the half court and splash it like he was Curry, but Curry couldn't even do it like it. I'm like, bro, shut up. Like, he's so irritating. I can't stand him. So he could be the reason I hate Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
I don't hate him no more.
What a shame. Yeah,
I
I would say.
don't like him.
No, yeah.
Don't say it like that.
No, yeah. And now I keep seeing all these like shit about Mahomes being like, oh yeah, Mahomes could be the one that passes Brady up for the GOAT. I mean, he could, but
I think he will. Honestly,
I hope so. I
truly think he will.
But see,
we gotta see is what does Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs dynasty, well, not dynasty, but dynasty look like when Andy Reid leaves? Because Andy Reid, he's already talking about this might have been his last year. He said he was thinking about going out on a high horse. Day one, he's going to be happy contemplating it. So what happens to this Kansas City Chiefs team if Andy Reid departs? You know what I mean? Because as I said, in that second half, that Eagles defense got picked apart by Andy Reid. And what happens when that leaves? And I'm not saying it's not like where people were saying, oh, Belichick and Brady, like, do they need each other? I don't think Patrick Mahomes is only great because of Andy Reid, but I think there's a big part of it that, yeah, Andy Reid, he puts in the game plan and he can help him succeed, and it's like, if he doesn't get a great coach like that again, what happened if the coaching falls off, you know what I mean, and the play calling and shit like that, I know Patrick Mahomes isn't going to fall off the face of the planet, but, like, is that Chiefs team going to look different? Are they going to be a little worse? Like, what's going to happen,
I don't know.
To me...
It'll be fun. Yeah. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good.
No, yeah. I don't know. Because to me, like, when we, like, have the GOAT debate, or more so on basketball, when, like, you're like, oh, yeah, like, Jordan and LeBron, like, who's the GOAT? And then you like kind of wish like, oh, they, you know, like they played in the same fucking like era. And then like we got that with Mahomes and Brady in the Super Bowl, and you know Brady fucking won that game, and Mahomes fucking balled out that game.
He literally did everything he
Yeah,
possibly could.
despite having probably the worst O line I've ever seen in a goddamn Super Bowl. But I don't know. Like I'll just have to like, unless he like fucking yeah, like doesn't lose a Super Bowl ever again, then that's when I would be like, maybe. But I don't know. I'll be like, I'm just gonna keep looking back at that game and be like, well, Brady beat him in the Super Bowl, so.
Yeah, but so yeah, you could, and I'm not saying it's even a bad argument to make or whatever, but Brady's done it. Brady's been there multiple times. Like, dude knows how to handle this. And I'm not saying Patrick, you know, because he won his first one before Brady, right?
So before, yes.
Brady was his first one.
No, so yeah, so he won against the 49ers, and then the following year, that's when he faced the Bucks.
Yeah. So, you know, Patrick, that was his second time in the Super Bowl, and that was Brady's last time in the Super Bowl. What was that? 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, before the Rams. So Brady's done it. He so like there is a difference between careers. I'm not saying Patrick, like, I don't know. It's a good argument to make. I don't know, like, for me at least, I don't know if I would include that. You can. I just don't see that as a big thing to, like, oh, I don't know. Because if Mahomes has a career at Brady's level or whatever, I wouldn't.
It was kind of
the year before though, when they beat the 49ers. Didn't Patrick Mahomes beat Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game?
No, that wasn't that year.
I know I think he knocked him out the playoffs that year.
No, not that year.
Or no, it was the Titans that knocked them off that year.
Yeah.
It was the Titans, never mind.
Yeah.
And then they knocked off the Titans.
Yeah. Well, to me, because, like, Tom Brady going to Tampa was supposed to be, like, how Michael Jordan went to the Wizards. It was kind of supposed to be, like, oh, you know, just him, like, playing, you know. And, I mean, they had the pieces and got the pieces. And even, like, then, with, like, at that time, we were like, oh, yeah, well, they're not going to win. They're not going to do shit because, you know, the Saints are fucking, you know, doing their thing. And then, well, that was really it. It was just the Saints. But then, I don't know. But then there were also, like, teams like the Packers and fucking...
the Rams weren't bad.
Yeah, the Rams were solid. I'm trying to think. Yeah, San Francisco. Or, no, they were injured that year. Never mind. But yeah, there was just, who else did they play? Not Dallas. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it's a debate to be had.
Give it time.
Way down the line. Yeah, it's too early. The judge. I mean, you know,
unless he wins the next 5 in a row.
If he wins the next 5 in a row, I will consider him the greatest. If he wins the next 2 in a row, I will consider him the greatest of all time. You know how hard it is to fucking three-peat? Yeah.
I don't think it's ever been done.
Yeah. The last time...
the closest people were like the Cowboys did the back-to-back, 49ers did back-to-back, Patriots did back-to-back. Yeah. I assume the Steelers have hella. Y'all.
Yeah, the Steelers did back-to-back.
Yeah.
Chiefs almost did it.
Shit, Buffalo went to 4 straight but lost them all. They were so close.
Right. Could you imagine they went all 4?
Ugh. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, the last time like a repeat has happened was like in like 2003 with the Patriots. So we'll see. I mean, like I said in the last one, the Steelers are going to win the next 6, so it doesn't matter about that.
And Patty Mahomes finally broke the curse of MVP.
He did.
He won the Super Bowl. So go on, Pat. Good job.
All right. Way too early Super Bowl predictions for next year. Who's playing in Vegas, baby?
Bills.
Cowboys, Bills. So I think
I told my uncle, he called me, he was like, so you trying to come out to Ireland for your birthday next year? I said, no, I'm saving up for Super Bowl tickets. It's going to be Cowboys Bills in Las Vegas. Come on now, what's better than that? He said, what? I said, bro, don't make me repeat it.
I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of hopped off of the Bills
I
bandwagon.
have two. I don't know. They are kind of 50-50 lately.
Yeah, like I think they're a good regular season team, and then just can't perform in the playoffs.
Cowboys 2.0. That's why it's Cowboys, Bills, Super Bowl. The teams no one would expect battling in Las Vegas.
I don't know if
Better
those are
than
the
that.
two teams. I mean, maybe Dallas, but the least expect. I don't think the Bills would be up there. There's a lot more teams that you would not think of.
Well, I mean, with the Bills, like people will be like, "Oh yeah, the Chiefs," and then the Bengals, and then after that, then they consider the Bills.
And
Yeah.
shit, that's even I've been watching videos lately, and they're even saying they're like, watch out for Jacksonville next year. They might even be better than Buffalo. And I'm like,
I don't know about.
I don't know about that, but they will be nice next year.
Yeah, they're gonna
Watch out for those Jags.
watch out for the Jags.
Watch out for those Jaguars. Jaden, what do you think the possibility is that the Steelers make the Super Bowl next year?
What's the possibility?
Yeah,
I think that rides on Mr. Canada himself.
Mr. Canada.
Yeah.
Not even anything like with free agency and drafts, just Canada.
Well, I mean, realistically, the Steelers have always been like a solid team, except for this rebuilding that we're going through. But I mean,
We're still a solid team. Fuck you mean?
All right,
No, I know what you mean though.
I always give us probably because of bias, but I always give them the benefit of the doubt. I always give it a 50-50. There's a 50-50 shot we make the Super Bowl, which is more than I give most anybody else. We could.
See, I genuinely believe, and maybe it's just because I'm a huge fucking dick rider of the Steelers, but I genuinely believe, given the right pieces, if we make the right moves and somehow Matt Canada learns how to play a football game, and somehow Mike Tomlin fucking decides to do better on the offensive side, we could go to the Super Bowl.
We could.
I think we have a bunch of young talent, and the defense is full of veterans that are like really good. I mean, obviously it depends on Kenny Pickett as well, seeing if he doesn't have a sophomore slump, seeing if he could, do what he was doing at the later half of the season. I mean, obviously,
Jalen Hurts does.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, I agree. I think given we need a couple pieces, we'll be solid. Like, you already saw Kenny, like you were saying, the later half of the season, Kenny was making good calls, because there was a couple times in the later season where he had to make calls, right?
Like the 2-minute drills and type shit.
So kid was playing good. I do think we just need a couple more pieces. I think it's a very good possibility that the Steelers make Super Bowl.
People are sleeping on the Steelers. They're if you were the bet $100 on the Steelers making the Super Bowl or winning the Super Bowl right now, you'd win $8,000. That's how much they be counting us out. But
dang.
Yeah, I know.
I honestly could early
way too early predictions.
I could see the Chiefs going back, honestly, because like Patrick Mahomes said, this was supposed to be a rebuilding year. What even is that? We're world champions, is that? So
I don't know.
I could see the Chiefs doing it.
I wouldn't necessarily say they were in a rebuild year. I think it was just everyone around them on paper got a lot stronger. And they didn't.
And they lost one of their top weapons.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily say they were really in a
But
rebuild year. They
but
were
here's the
just
thing. Like, if you look back to the beginning of this season, a lot of people were counting out the Chiefs,
oh, definitely.
mainly
It's just
because
because,
of Tyreek leaving.
You
Like, that was
well, and I think
the
it's
you two
biggest
didn't
because,
have
thing.
them making the playoffs.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
I
You're
know.
right.
Well, and it's also
I'm
a
making
big
that
part, I
mistake
think,
again.
is because everyone around them they were getting better, and on paper were getting better. I mean, and the Chiefs
Right.
didn't upgrade their team at all.
That's what I'm saying. They
You
kind
know
of
what I
like,
mean?
if anything, they went backwards.
Yeah, like in a
On
way, because
paper, yeah,
yeah, because they cut
yeah,
Tyreek
right,
off and then got Juju in. So
right. So on paper, yeah,
yeah,
like, they went backwards. But like, yeah, I am never counting the Chiefs out of a playoffs again. That's never going to happen. I promise you that.
yeah.
I ain't doubting them. Not anymore. I could see them back. I could honestly see the Bengals too on that side.
Go Bengals.
Bengals are gonna be
Don't
nice.
go don't go Bengals. But I could see the Bengals making another Super Bowl appearance real soon, honestly.
I could see. I can see the Jets because they're gonna get Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is gonna do the impossible, and bring them to the Super Bowl in a New York
That was
Jets
another
uniform.
that was another thing I was gonna say for way too early predictions. I think wherever Rodgers goes, I think it could be like a little Brady thing.
Uh, Almost definitely, but I think it's gonna be more so of like a Brett Favre type deal. Like he's gonna, They're gonna make the playoffs and then maybe play in a championship game, but probably won't make the Super Bowl.
The Rodgers had his time, and Rodgers wasn't able to capitalize. His time is done.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
until he says he's retired.
I mean, we need to. Yeah, I think there's too many. Like, I mean, as much as I love Aaron Rodgers, you guys know how much I love Aaron Rodgers, but I think it's time to look at the current or the new faces of the NFL with Mahomes. You got Joe Burrow.
I
And
just
then
don't think he can keep up with them because
I
they
think it
have.
depends on where he goes.
Well, you got to look at it like this. They all have the arm that Rodgers has. They really do, but they also can move. Rodgers can't move.
Hmm.
He really
But
can't.
you
And
could say
so,
the same thing when Brady went to the Bucks.
yeah, but Brady's
And he
Brady.
be, I'm just saying, I
Brady's
depending on
motherfucking
where
it's
Brady. Come
Aaron
on now. 7
Rodgers.
motherfucking rings,
bro,
bro. Come on now. Rodgers
depending
got
on where
1.
depending
Brady
on
got 7, bro.
Shut up,
depending
Jaden's
on
trying to
where
talk.
depending on where Rodgers goes, I think he has a chance. Because like you play him like what we were saying with Tennessee, that's not a bad team to go to.
Oh, if he would have
Like
went to Tennessee, it would have been nasty.
But you got
like
to think, what receivers do they really got? They got Robert
don't
Woods.
ask me
That's
those
about it.
questions. I don't know
Who
who
did the
anybody
Packers
has.
got?
Right.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. A team like Tennessee, like what team needs a quarterback that he could go to and really fit, other than the Jets?
That's a good question.
Could he
Because I
not
don't
fit
think
on the
I
Titans?
don't think he would. No, he doesn't have any receivers. It would be just like going over from Green Bay, just with a better running back.
Yeah, but you could still do something in the offseason.
Mm,
Unlike what Green Bay has done for him in the off seasons. Something.
But when you have to bring a guy who wants 50 million in, it's kind of hard to go get something in the offseason.
I don't
That's
know.
expensive.
I really do think that if Rodgers goes to even just like a good team, like a decent team, I think he can make something happen. I wouldn't count him out yet. Not yet.
Rodgers to Dallas. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen.
I hope on everything he never goes to Dallas. Because
You know how
I think
nice they're gonna be.
because if Rodgers goes to the Cowboys, I would have the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. I wouldn't.
I would.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, and that's not even me being biased against Aaron Rodgers. I really don't think he got it like that no more.
So
Why?
I don't.
you're saying that Dak Prescott's better than Aaron Rodgers?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Don't get my words twisted. But Aaron Rodgers is a drama queen. Now, everything with him is no matter what happens on Sunday, on Monday he'll be on a talk show talking about it. He cares more about talk shows and all that than he actually does about playing, it seems like.
See that? Here's the thing, though. Like, I will never add on a lot of things like that. I will like you'll never catch me talking about that because we don't know. Like, yeah, he might be on a talk show.
Even if he does care about football, it's the fact that you're going on these talk shows and you're exposing shit about the team. Bro, what happens on that team stays with the team. The inside problems with that team, you work through it as a team. You don't go out to other people and spread out, oh, these are the problems. Oh, yeah, I don't agree with this and this and this. That's just going to cause turmoil. That's an asshole move. That's not a team player move. Like, that's not what you want to see from your supposed leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at Aaron Rodgers, he's supposed to lead your team. He's supposed to be the guy. And yet he's going and, airing your dirty laundry to everybody on Monday after a Sunday that he didn't even agree with.
I mean, I don't know.
And he was even doing it his MVP year too.
I just don't know because I don't know the true insight or nothing like that. So I can't really say nothing, or I won't. I can, but I won't say nothing about it. But if you think like, if you put Rodgers on Dallas, the dude's smart. On the field, Rodgers he knows what he's doing. He's done it for a long time, and he still has an arm. Like, I would trust Rodgers in that pocket in Dallas. With the receivers y'all have, I would trust Rodgers in that pocket. And I hate to say, I can't stand the boys. I hate them. I hate the Cowboys, bro.
Why?
You both have made me hate them more and more this season.
What did I do?
What did I do?
You're a bandwagon. I don't want to hear it.
I get Tyler, okay?
Yeah.
Tyler's helping me out. I fuck with Tyler for it. I'll always support Tyler, and I'll support the Steelers now for that. But what did I do?
Here's the thing. It could be like y'all's media thing. Just the talking, the chatter. And because Ty's part of the bandwagon, it's just amplifying you and your team. And I can't stand the Cowboys. I can't stand it.
That's crazy. But you like all these other teams that talk the most shit?
Who?
49ers. The Chiefs.
Yeah, because I like the Niners because they shut the Cowboys up. I don't like the Eagles.
Okay, what else?
Wait, who was the other team?
Packers?
I don't like the Packers.
Who did I say? I said the Chiefs.
I do like the Chiefs.
Yeah, and they talk hella shit.
Who? Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce.
Okay,
Juju.
Travis. Juju's been talking crap since Steelers. I don't really care what Juju say. He a TikTok boy, and that's facts.
TikTok boy got a ring.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Good for him, man.
The only player that matters.
I think people just hate on us. Like, I don't know. Like, I've always said, though, if you're not a Cowboy fan, you hate us. It's how it is. And people love to watch us lose. And then people wonder why we get so hyped when we win. It's because you guys in the world make such a big deal when we lose.
Oh, I don't make a big deal.
If that's going to be the big deal when we lose, we might as well fucking celebrate a win. You know what I mean? Because if we lose next week, bro, we ain't going to hear about it. We never going to hear the end about it. No matter if we could lose week 1 and then never lose the rest of the year. And at the end of the season, they say, but man, you remember week 1, man? They got smacked, bro. They got smacked around, blah, blah, blah. The Cowboys, they wasn't looking too good. And they'll go back to that one day.
So here's another thing. Like, that happened, like, this year. When we was at Applebee's, bro, and y'all started talking about the Niners, I was like, bro, shut up. I'm over this. Like, watch this game and try to win this game. This was like halfway through. I was like, focus on this game. I don't know why anybody else is talking about the Niners. Shut up.
We wasn't worried about the Bucks. We knew what we was doing.
No.
We wasn't worried about the Bucks.
You came into the Applebee's saying, bro, I don't actually know if I want to play Tom Brady. This is
I didn't
scary.
know.
Yeah,
But, hey,
exactly.
we played that motherfucker, bro.
And by halftime, y'all was like, "Bring the Niners, bring
Oh,
them." I was like,
Oh,
"Bro,
God.
bro, focus on this game, please."
Nah, I saw how Brady was playing. We had it on rock.
And
Made
then
him
y'all,
retire, bro.
I don't know if y'all made him retire. I
Made
think,
him retire, bro.
I think that dude is
We got
depressed.
the last interception on him.
I just don't like Dallas. I will never I'll never say like I hope Dallas. I might once in a while. Most of the time I'll be like I don't really care if they win or lose. I won't make a deal out of it. Like if next season like we hop on and Dallas just lost, I ain't gonna be like your Cowboys suck. Like bro, what the I'm not gonna be like that. Like I just don't like them. But
That's crazy. Be your own ones.
huh?
Be your own ones, Ty.
Bro,
Look,
you
see.
shut
And
up.
then he wonders why
you
he didn't get
turned
invited to the
Ty.
game, bro.
Because I want to hang out with my friends, my boys.
Yeah, nah. Our friends don't want to hang out with you.
Shut up. Shut up. You turned Ty against me. You turned
I
Ty
didn't turn him
me.
against
Yes,
you.
you did. Yes,
No, I
yes, you
didn't.
did.
You have done that
No, you just
yourself.
You could have came along too. We
Why would I
just
do
wanted
that?
support because
No,
you
here's the
act
thing.
like if
No, here
you
want to
act
hear
like
something?
if he doesn't call me tomorrow and say, "Yo, James, the Steelers are playing the Chiefs week 4." All right, bet. How much are tickets? I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna cheer my ass off, waving that terrible towel or whatever y'all call it, bro. I'm gonna be in that motherfucker. Go Steelers, bro. I'm gonna be in that. I'm gonna go crazy because it's y'all's team,
That's great.
man. Fuck you, cuz. I don't even care about you.
That's cool, man. But here's the thing, though. Ty's a bandwagon. I have not heard any crap about him changing teams. I have not heard one thing about him bandwagoning. But I still don't hear the end of it when I was rooting with the Niners.
No. Okay, there's a difference.
Here's the thing. I had merch with the Niners. Ty got merch with the Cowboys.
I also
don't
have
care.
merch for the 49ers too.
Yeah, but
And I'm about to get a Mahomes jersey too.
Here's the thing, though.
thing is,
We know that you
it's
love
not
Patrick
like
Mahomes. No,
it's not like
the
Tyler
same thing.
is saying no, because it's not like Tyler is saying he is a Cowboy fan. At
But
the end of the day,
okay,
if it came
I'll
down
tell you
to
why it's different. I'll tell you why it's different. Because we was so growing up, we was all so dead set on hating them boys. All of us were. Maybe not
Tyler
all of us.
wasn't. Tyler never was hating them. He was
Ty
just
was
kind
Ty was on the same boat. He'd be like, "I hope the Cowboys lose."
of.
We was all like that.
Yeah.
But then he saw
That's
them
why it's
live.
Yeah, and
But-
saw
See
them
them
lose.
boys.
Yeah,
and
you saw
see
them
that
lose.
stadium, bro.
But here,
And you see them
No.
lose for the first time, you get that rush,
No,
bro.
the
'cause
first
ain't
game y'all
nothing
went
like
to
the
was
Cowboys
trash.
losing.
It was
Ain't nothing like
bad.
a good old fashioned Cowboys loss, bro.
Yeah, but the
Kills
Bucks, that first one, y'all both know that was.
but Jaden, here's the reason. Like, yeah, maybe I talk some shit like growing up, but then as years and years and years and years go by, and the Cowboys, don't do anything, and like James is just there, like sad, and I'm like, I feel for my boy. Like, I just want him to be happy.
Why do you feel for him when he's a Laker fan?
Yeah, but like it's
You don't
different.
So you have basketball, we got football.
Basketball, bro.
You seen championships. So
I don't care about basketball like that though. Like I like basketball, but bro,
that's
if I would give up basketball for the rest of my life, if that meant I could only watch the Cowboys win this next Super Bowl next year, I would give up basketball in a minute.
okay, and I do the exact same thing for the Jazz. I would never watch another football game in my life if it meant that the Jazz
Hey, man.
won this
Go
year.
Jazz. Y'all never know. Hey, if
Y'all
y'all
would
give
have
the
to catch
Steelers
me
a
up every
50-50
single
chance
time.
of next year, ain't no way y'all not giving the Jazz 50-50 chance this year.
I'm not giving
Jazz
the Jazz
aren't
a
that bad.
50-50. I'm not giving the Jazz a 50-50 shot this year.
Hey, you never know.
Not this year.
Not this year.
You never know.
No.
It could surprise the world.
That would be
The Utah
biggest-
Jazz do the impossible.
I
In
would
the
be
West?
as a Jazz fan though. I low-key would kind of be mad. I think, like to look at all the years and all the great teams you've had, and this is the fucking team that wins it. Be like, son of a bitch. Like,
Yeah.
I'd low-key be mad. Like
Like, this was our
I'd be
rebuilding
mad.
year.
Right.
We were supposed to tank. and,
We
now,
ain't getting
and now
we
we're
ain't
world
getting victory.
champions.
Right.
Fuck.
That's rebuilding. We don't know what that is.
Oh,
See
let
y'all
me
next, bro.
post some Patrick.
Yeah,
Not yet.
I'm just
Full
trying to.
circle to like full circle that. I just think it'd be scary with Aaron Rodgers in the pocket on the Cowboys. Just a full circle that.
I just want to root for my boy. That's all I want to do. You know?
I appreciate it, Ty.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm supporting the Steelers for you. I always hope for the best.
Yeah, much appreciated. They're gonna need
No
it
problem.
next year.
Not on my end though. If I was like, James, can you root for the Steelers? He'd be like, no.
Well,
Then
because
Tyler-
of all the
Oh,
shit talking that you've said about the Cowboys.
Yeah, no, and I'm perfectly okay with that. That's cool. We ain't
Mm.
supposed to
It
be as
wouldn't have
friends
been
all the
like
time.
that last month.
Huh?
So it wouldn't have been like that last month, but now it is. Asshole.
Yeah, that's cool.
The only
I rooted with you once. Once was enough.
man.
At Applebee's.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And it was
I did it once.
fun.
It was fun because of everybody else talking. I'm over here like, bro, can y'all shut up?
Hey, it was fun.
And the Niners fan was kind of funny.
And granted, we would not have been talking if that motherfucker didn't start talking.
That's
Okay.
that's true. That's good. Well, that's because
So, and that's the thing, and everyone
Cowboys
be putting
fans.
that on us. Cowboys, for the most part, we're silent until people start talking about us, and then we start to talk. I was completely silent. I saw that he was a 49er fan. I was like, it is what it is. I'm going to eat my wings, and I'm going to watch my Cowboys beat Tom Brady. That was my plan. He started talking, okay? I ain't going to let you talk about my boys like that. That's what I'm not going to do, okay? So, we had to let him know.
I got on somebody's case at Denny's the other day because he came in with a Dallas beanie. And so I was their server. I walk over. I'm like, so are you like from Dallas? He's like, no. I was like, then why are you a Cowboys fan? He's like, oh, because my dad's a team. I was like, that sucks. And I just go in on him. And then his girl was like, I like this guy. And they gave me a $10 tip because I dissed the Cowboys. And then when they were paying, I was like, why didn't you choose anyone else? Like, and then he was like, well, when my dad passed away, I was like, man.
Yeah,
You're
an asshole.
Yep. He was like,
I hope that $10 was worth it.
It was. He was
Fucking dickhead.
He was like, yeah, no, I decided just to stay with the team and whatever. I was like, well, usually I make Dallas fans pay extra for their meals, but because of how y'all season ended, I'll keep it the original price. It's this much. And he started laughing. It was a good time.
I went like this to every single Eagle fan that I knew was at the casino today, including the workers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I knew like 2 bingo workers, and as I was walking past the bingo room, I looked at him. I was like, he was on the call, and he just started laughing. Yeah, fuckers. I was talking my shit.
See, but
great.
sometimes you gotta talk. It's what
Yeah,
makes.
well, because all them talked, bro, they didn't even say hi to me when I came back to work for the first time after the Cowboys lost to the 49ers. First thing I heard to them was just a nod of the head. And I was like, okay, that's how we're going to do it. And they didn't even talk to me. They were just nodding their head at me. I was like, okay. I was like, what's up, guys? Okay, I'm just gonna go get ready.
I'm gonna go push some chairs in.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I'm talking to y'all.
Facts.
Only one that said what up to me is the homie Marcus. And the only reason he said what up to me, he's a Bills fan. Gave each other a hug. I said, I know, man. It's tough.
Embrace each other.
Yep. I said, hey, man, when I was at 49er Stadium, I was cheering for I wasn't cheering for the Bills. I was cheering for the Bengals. But, I had to lie to him. Hope he doesn't watch this.
Messed up.
Sorry, Marcus.
Shout out to Marcus. Alright.
Marcus is my dog.
Alright. Let's call that an episode. Yeah, it was a fun improvised little thing.
Yeah.
Little show that we did right here.
Rihanna's pregnant again.
Rihanna is preggers.
Okay. Now we can end.
Now we could end. Yeah, that's all that we need to. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. As usual, make sure you follow along with us on our journey to become the best podcasters ever by following along.
I love the halftime show. It was great.
We're not even talking about the halftime show. I'm trying to do my fucking
I didn't say
outro,
rhyme, so I
asshole.
was like, I like it. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Like I was saying, we're trying to be the best podcast out there, but we can't when, people are interrupting my outro. But you can follow along by going on to Apple Podcasts and Spotify and following along there.
I mean, the halftime show was all right.
Shut the fuck
I was pretty
up.
solid, bro. I don't know.
Sorry.
Shut the fuck up. And if you're listening on those platforms, you can also check out us out on YouTube. And
My platform.
also,
you see that dude almost fall off the top one. That shit was crazy, bro.
you can also follow along on TikTok, Instagram, and let's throw in Twitch in there as well. At Officially Geeked Out for all that. Yeah. You know what? Just have a good night, everyone.
You see on Instagram, Chris Brown was like, "You go, girl."
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Oh, Chris Brown.